are so, you want your spiritual life to be enriched. You want to know what you're supposed to be dealing with in the kingdom of darkness? Come down there. And it's good to come down there because you got somebody to back you up. You got security, and some of your people, they'll pounce on them. But you want to see what the world is like? Come down there. Anytime we having something and you see what needs to happen, somebody got to get, some men that are men of valor and character, we got to do something with our little boys, with our young men. I wouldn't want to give not a one of them to my daughter, to not one of them. I mean, it's terrible. And you know what? They just following what they see. Because there's nobody telling them nothing. They need to be taught. If you're going to show your underwear, at least wash them. Don't let them be dirty and you looking stink. You know, but this is the time that we're in. And men of honor, young men too. Some of you young men that's been saved lately and you've given your life to the Lord, you don't have to try to, you may not win them over, but you can at least plant a seed. They will never forget. They'll never forget what you told them. Somebody else somewhere else going to water them. And God himself has this. We can't do the increasing. We can only water and plant seeds. But until we start caring, see, many of us, we need to pray and ask God to give us a care for the souls of men. When people don't be stunting about folk, and I'm scared of anybody that don't love themselves. When you don't love yourself, you can't love me. Because you don't even love the most important thing that there is you. And they're not going to do any better by you. So we need some young men. See, you're idle. And you need to just begin to see, oh, it's work to be done. And God knows it's endless what needs to happen to the girls. I mean, it's pathetic. And you don't have time to be sitting up there, well, ain't nothing to do. I just go back in there tomorrow, just listen to Pastor preach or teach, whatever she's going to do. And you're idle. Because whatever I'm saying is for you to make a difference. And when you understand this, all you have to do is say, Lord, send somebody that I can just minister to. There's so many out there, they more than likely be pushing in your door or somewhere near you before you say it good. It's something to be done. And if you don't do anything but get one life and cause that life to be turned around during the course of your time being here, during that course, you will have definitely left a legacy. She wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid. We got to stop trying to be so dap and want to be all that and realize that that ain't nothing but an idle spirit. That's all that is. Why, at the same time, we're supposed to be clean and looking nice. But don't get caught up with that. You're supposed to be doing something with yourself. Doing something. Because he said, y'all be, I came back 3 different times, and I saw the same thing. Idle. Satan was getting his number. Those out there with the newspapers and all that, they getting their number by Satan's request. And people going into lost eternity. And we got all of this resource, knowing what to do, understanding things that others wish they could understand. But we've got it. I'm done. Just one other thing here I want to call your attention to. So in the third hour, we see what happened there. And then the next thing we see is the next group was the same identical way. Now, God has given every one of us fair opportunity for laborers. He's given all of us fair opportunity. You got the same time I got. You got the same days I've got. You got the same conditions that I got for the most part. He has given all of us opportunity for laborers, yet remain, but it will speedily pass away as hours roll along. Have you noticed how quickly time goes by after you reach a certain age? Those of you that's teenagers now ought to be gone so fast. Don't fool around and hit 20. And God, please don't hit 30. And when you hit 30, then you 40, you start saying, oh, God, what has happened? It comes around so fast. And you know the next thing you're looking at is 50. And then you still feel young, but your age telling you you're moving. Anybody know what I'm talking about? You're still good looking and all that, and you can get your hair managed, and if you don't want but a few strands of gray, you just spray around that and leave it. Am I telling the truth? And you tell them when you go to what the commercial says, only your hairdresser knows for sure. You know what it looks like, but it's really changing. I went to a class one time, and I saw a lot of my classmates. We were somewhere gathered. It wasn't at a reunion, but I saw a lot of them, and I looked at them. I said, "Great dang." I said, everybody getting old but me. I said, oh, Lord. I said, I can't be looking. But you be feeling like you always felt. You think it's not coming up on you. And I fooled around one day and looked in the mirror, unadorned. And then I said, well, when did this happen? When did it happen? You think? I feel like I felt when I first started teaching school. I really do. I feel but it ain't like that anymore. Oh, God, it's not like that. And the same thing applies to many of you. You think that's why they say that at a certain age, men go through a midlife crisis. I'm going to tell you right now, when you get 40, you're just as old as anybody else 40. Ain't nothing else going to rejuvenate for you. You better keep the wife you got, the one that's been looking at them dirty underwear, and the one that's been bothering all that other. You fool around, and the next one you get may not even wash them. So you better try to hang with what you got. And young women in the world have coined the phrase. They said it ain't no fool like an old fool. So when they look at you around 40, say, you know, you can get anything you want out of them when they get to be a certain age, because they make you think that you're keeping them young. But you're just where everybody else is. So don't go and wreck your life, wreck everything about your life, trying to stay young.